And that race is very complicated so far. It is, in fact, a bit of a maze. But luckily, we have a guide to lead us through the madness. It's time for the very first Medic's Playoff Checkup of 2021.
Thank you very much, Shox. I think you're putting a little bit too much weight on my ability to lead us through the madness, but we'll see if we can get through it together. We are nearing the business end of the season, and the race for playoffs is almost concluded. So let's break down who's in, who's out, and who still has to fight for those final spots. Now, to the shock of absolutely no one, G2 and Rogue are already in, and are actually joined by the Mad Lions. Fnatic, though, even though they have the same scoreline as Mad, still need a single win to lock their playoff berth. SK as well, with a win today, will get a spot in playoffs, although after their last week performance of 0-2, that final win may prove elusive. So then we have 4 teams battling it out for the final playoff spot. You've got Schalke, Misfits, XL, and Vitality. Astralis, sadly, are already out of the running. And although XL are still in the race, they are on a 7-game loss streak, and this week they play G2 and Rogue, and it's looking mighty likely they will miss out on the cut for the 5th time in a row. So how are things likely to play out between Schalke, Misfits, and Vitality? Well, Vitality play both Misfits and Schalke this weekend, and if they lose either of those games, that 3-horse race becomes a 2-horse race between Schalke and Misfits. So let's imagine a world where Vitality actually win those 2 games and somehow end the season tied with Misfits and Schalke on a 7-11 scoreline. Well, then we have to look at the head-to-head between the 3 teams. Vitality have beaten Misfits twice through the regular season and are 1-1 with Schalke. Schalke are 1-1 versus both Vitality and Misfits obviously 0-2 and 1-1 versus Schalke. In a 3-way head-to-head, we look at the total win-loss between the 3 teams, and you can see here Vitality would have 3 wins, 1 loss, which would put them at the highest seed in the tiebreak. Misfits would be at the bottom, and Schalke would be in the middle. So although it might seem very dim for Vitality at the moment, there is hope. There is a slim hope that you can make it into playoffs, a hope nonetheless. What are the big takeaways today? Well, okay, if Fnatic win, they're in. If SK win, they're in. And finally, make a quick prayer to Crownie's Comet, because the Vitality Miracle Run lives on.